I want to thank Andreas Lutz for making me this still of a Maya. I really appreciate it, and it's what I'm going to use mostly in this video. Right now, Kiska is in Canada and has lost all hope, and at times is trying to kill herself. Amaya, 6-year-old Amaya, died in August. And I'm just very grateful I got to see her one more time in June. She was sick most of her life, had problems with the podium all her life, and I'm just grateful that I finally said something on her behalf the last time I saw her. And now Lolita Toki is ill. The Seaquarium is saying it's repairs. I don't believe it for a minute. But there is something that needs to be drilled into every single mind of every single activist or advocate when it comes to SeaWorld or any other marine park that came after them, because SeaWorld set the standard and the blueprint. Besides their goal, ultimate goal of making money, there's two ways that they make that money. Number one, getting a hold of your children young, normalizing captivity so they grow up thinking it's okay. And number two, no matter what, SeaWorld are the good guys. Always. The first time I ever saw Shamu was in 1968. I was 10 years old. And this is how they introduced that 6-year-old baby, SR Orca, to the crowd. Here, for your pleasure, is the killer whale beast of the sea, the monster, the predator, feared by all, tamed and docile by the trainers at SeaWorld. We give you Shamu, the killer whale. I'll never forget it. And within 2 minutes, not only did I think it was wrong, know it was wrong, I made a connection to that orca, and I kept it for the remaining last 3 years of her life. So I have a unique experience because of that friendship that I had with that orca. And this for your pleasure thing worked until these orcas started dying young. These young orcas started dying young. And the public was kind of like, I don't know about this. But what they did was they built a bigger stadium, deeper water, larger stadium, better circulation, and once again redeemed themselves in the public's eyes and were the good guys again. A few days ago, I posted the article from 1976, NOAA and SeaWorld together trying to prevent an orca overpopulation explosion. There was only 68 orcas, and all they were trying to do was recuperate from the slaughters of the Penn Cove debacle in 1970, of which Lolita Toki is the lone survivor. But in print, to everyone, they're trying to be the good guys to save the salmon. And there have been so many machinations of this, I can hardly keep count of them. Having little kids, tiny kids, go up to platforms and be kissed by orcas with orca tongues. Pretty young women being kissed by orca tongues to show you how much in control and how docile they were. Never mind the fact that an orca has never killed a human being. And then all the intricate tricks that they taught them to show you the control and the intelligence of the trainers, not the orcas, the trainers in SeaWorld. The only thing that ever made a dent, a big dent, in SeaWorld attendance to see the orcas. And the general public looking at SeaWorld and going, they are not the good guys, was the release of the movie Blackfish and the death of Tilikum. Unfortunately, the Blackfish effect has worn off, and our great ambassador, Tilikum, is dead. And since his death, what is released about any orca illness or death since? We get ne'er a peep. But the Blackfish effect did affect SeaWorld for a long time. So they tried stopping breeding. That didn't help much. They pulled the trainers out of the water. Didn't quite help that much. But then the day that I walked in to see whoever was in the Dine With tank and saw Shamu's statue gone, got my map, looked around with my own eyes, and seen the wiping out of that poor little SR Orca Shamu, I knew they were up to something, and it was going to make them the good guys. And I actually made a video about it years ago, SeaWorld and the SR Orcas. And I was right, but who cares? I'm just a little person with a very low microphone, and I can't reach the general public. I can't reach the masses. But this transformation did. They believe them, not us. They are now the good guys again, trying to save orcas through research, education, and conservation. You understand? There are 3 shows blessed and validated by NOAA that even has an SR Orca element to it, explaining the water pollution, the noise pollution, the lack of salmon, and how their babies are dying so young, and their sincere want to help them. So, yeah, between the affordable pricing for families with young children and this BS educational show, they are once again the good guys. What are we going to do? We need another Blackfish. We don't need another ambassador. We don't need another orca like Lolita or Kiska or Corky or Ulysses dead. But we need to expose them for the phonies that they are. We need another Blackfish. And how we're going to do that, I haven't a clue.